Hello, everyone. This is we're playing a little game called Blasphemous, which came out, I want to say, maybe a year or so ago. So, just a sort of general warning, um, just in case you're sensitive to this, this game does contain gore, and it does contain religious iconography. So basically, it talks about religion, fanaticism, and some of the things that actually have happened in terms of how persecution, punishments, things like that. It does deal with that. So if you are sensitive to those, if you've had bad experiences with that, um, I would go and watch something else. That being said, we're just gonna play for a little bit. I was sharing our links and everything to the different socials that were medias and stuff like that. So, uh, this is our last stream of the 2020 game season. So, we're gonna start back up again, doing more of these. And I want to say probably don't have any. Let's turn this down just a little. I want to say probably sometime in January, maybe near the end. But that being said, let's dive into it. It's gonna be a short little one. As you can see, I started already playing quite a bit ago, so we're gonna start a new game. Uh, the subtitles are going to be in English, but the voiceover is in Spanish because the people that made Blasphemous, I believe, were from Spain. So, but let's dive into it. I hope you enjoy this, okay? And when we get closer to the end, I'm going to do just some generalness. um, yes, I'm just gonna do some general housekeeping and just some thank yous. All right, let's start a new game.
Porque es mi culpa, os reclamo milagro doloroso. Haced que mi pecho se duela de arrepentimiento. Forjad vuestro castigo y clavadlo profundo. Dad forma, una vez más, a mi culpa.
Y así, la culpa, el arrepentimiento, el duelo y los demás dolores del alma se manifestaron de forma visible y tangible en todas partes y en todos nosotros. A veces en forma de bendición y gracia, y otras en forma de castigo y corrupción. Aquella voluntad divina, por igual piadosa y cruel, que no pudimos desentrañar ni podremos jamás, fue llamada el milagro.
Alright, so welcome to the world of Blasphemous. From my understanding, this world or this area was affected by something that they call the Grievous Miracle. The Grievous Miracle, they don't really know where it came from, but it essentially gave blessings. And I heavily put those into quotations, blessings, because in whether they could be considered a blessing, but they could also be considered a curse, or as such, a reason for persecution. So these are pré-tu, which are you press triangle and essentially they save your game. So if you ever die, this is your respawn point. So we are in the Church of the Brotherhood of Silence. They've all made vows for silence, and essentially they're seen as fanatics. So, because they're a little bit different. As you can see, everyone is dead except for you. A lot of people have, I think, compared this to Dark Souls, Castlevania, Bloodborne, anything that sort of had a mix of, I guess, religious and gothic themes. But it is a Metrovania game. Just want to make sure you can hear me okay. Just place a little message and let me know if you can. I turned down the things a little bit. You need key of the chamber of the eldest brother to open this door. Okay.
Pesaroso corazón sea penitente. El tormento del hermano mayor ha terminado. Soy de Gracias, testigo y relator de los hechos del milagro doloroso. Esa es mi penitencia, como la vuestra es el silencio. La cuna de la aflicción es lo que perseguís. Esta se encuentra en la madre de madres de las iglesias. Es un lugar remoto, separado del resto de estas tierras por una gran puerta sagrada y prohibida. Incluso un penitente de sapiencia como yo desconoce lo que hay tras esos altos muros. Pero sí tengo en conocimiento que, según reza la regla, deberéis realizar las 3 humillaciones para ganar el acceso a lo que guardan. Una de ellas ha de hacerse en las altas montañas, cubiertas bajo gruesos mantos de nieve y hielo. Otra en lo más profundo de una oscura iglesia sepultada, donde reposa el durmiente. Y la última, al final de la senda que dejan los lamentos por una espiral de hierro, en las entrañas de la campana que crece hacia abajo, de nombre Hondo. Tomad esta espina y colocadla en el pomo de vuestra espada. Si, llegado el momento, al apretar el arma fuertemente, notáis que os hiere, os sangra, habiendo crecido, brotando más espinas de ella, retorciéndose por la figura del Padre, esculpida en el pomo, significará que estáis a merced del milagro doloroso, ya sea de su castigo o de su perdón.
And as such, we are on our way of pilgrimage. So you can get, there's different little things that you can pick up. Rosary beads, holy relics that you can equip to sort of like a little holding phylactery that do different things. Quest items, Makelpa hearts, prayers. This is your abilities for your for different things that you can do for your abilities, and for each one is unlocked once you reach a certain level, and collectibles. So this game, to me, I'm not sure if anybody has read it, or maybe they've had or heard of it, but it is a manga called Berserk. And so in Berserk, Riparian. In Berserk, essentially the world is ravaged by, oh, this is kind of bloody. The world is ravaged by religious fanaticism that has been brought on by demons and things like that. Essentially, demons are the vertical Forsaken Hamlet. In order to use this prayer, open inventory and equip it. Alright, so the song that filled the air during the festivities of a lost village. Its power finds its way through the floor, continues through the walls and ceilings, harming the enemies of the penitent one. The ringing of a laced shell horn used to precede this chant, but now only silence remains. Whether in rain, snow, rain, sun, or wind, may this land blessed be. Whether walking or in deep sleep, may this land blessed be. Whether by day or in obscurity, may this land blessed be. So, prayers and forever. Equip a prayer in your inventory, then press L2 to invoke it. Prayers and some combat techniques use it forever. Alright, so that is our forever points. Oh, so I was saying before. Okay, so there's a manga called Berserk, which is takes place in sort of medieval Germany, but it has a lot of things like it deals a lot with Catholicism and paganism and the mixture of Children of Moonlight, Custodia. That's the name of the world. I forgot. I'm sorry. This is Custodia. That's where we live. There's a country called Custodia, which is pretty ravaged. As you can see, nothing is growing here. Yeah, but Berserk deals with paganism and you know, paganism, of Germany and things like that, and the addition of
No hay respuesta a nuestra súplica. El
Catholicism.
milagro nos ha abandonado y mi trono ornamentado da la espalda a los que aquí esperan.
So, this is our map. This isn't. This is just for this area. It expands every time we keep going forward. Dove skull. Oh, it's a rosary bead. What?
Habéis llamado al torno de la Orden del Genuino Segundo. En este lugar reunimos los vestigios de todo aquel que fue separado y olvidado, y así poder darle santa sepultura, tal como ordena nuestra caritativa regla. Ayudad a estas pobres almas penitentes en el silencio. La Orden os bendice.
Compungido corazón sea, penitente. Bienvenido a la villa de Albero, refugio de esta humilde cofradía, clamada de los besadores de llaga. Pocos quedan aquí con fuerzas para usarlo, mas Tirso es mi nombre. Somos pocos los que ya quedamos en el cuidado de los enfermos y dolientes. Con piadosos ósculos bendecimos las heridas del que pida nuestro amparo, y así a merced del milagro quedamos los unos y los otros. El tiempo ahí fuera transcurre extraño en atardeceres que no nos es menester contemplar. Pero si vuestra penitencia os lleva bajo dichos cielos, tened la caridad de traernos algunos ingredientes para nuestros ungüentos. La voluntad en el milagro os mostrará cuáles son.
penitente que cargáis con la lacerante culpa en vuestras manos encalladas. Acercádnosla y aliviad nuestra carga. Acercádnosla y enjugad nuestras lágrimas. Porque es acto de penitencia.
Okay, so we're gonna keep going. Um, so I very much like this game. It was made by the Game Kitchen, which is a Spanish. I'm not sure if they're from Spain, or Mexico, or one of the various other Spanish, grave digger. But they made a very interesting game that dealt with religious fanaticism in a very I don't know. Because a lot of the things that we see, like rosary beads, punishment, crosses, things like that, are things that we, or I say we, but things that were done during the sort of upheavals in classes, like the Spanish Inquisition, you know, where they were accusing people of not being part of the church or spies of different things of the church and all of that. And it's just, I find it interesting that they decided to sort of make a game that, in a way, mirrors that, I guess. Well, this is just my interpretation. It sort of mirrors. It sort of mirrors that, but it's a little different, of course. Well, how's everybody going on this Friday? We are as a man with a small child on his head, wielding a deer. My Friday was okay. Had work and all as such, everything that goes with that. Surprisingly, it was a slow Friday. It's okay, Nicola. I just got started, so but I missed it. I'm trying to release the babies from their glass cages. There we go. Yeah, it's a lot of people describe it as a Metroidvania, which is, side-scrolling, expansive. It's sort of gothic type vibe and stuff like that. I've also heard I think I mentioned before, I've also heard.
Hermana mía, como os anuncié, alguien se dirige a la puerta prohibida. Alguien que busca la purga y la excomunión de todo lo sagrado que allí descansa. No poséis vuestras dudas sobre mí. Estoy preparado.
Well, you were born in the 90s. I mean, Castlevania came out in the 90s. Metroid came out in the late 80s, 90s. I mean, I'm not surprised that this reminds you of the 90s. Oops, I forgot. I forgot red meant spikies. I forgot to heal, but I also forgot to dodge. Just gonna avoid all of that. Yeah, I was saying before that I think that to me it reminds me of Bloodborne, Dark Souls. I've heard it. I said before that I heard it, I think, compared to those two, but it also reminds me of a manga called Berserk, which I really recommend. It's still ongoing. It's very long. Like, I think at this point it's like 800 plus chapters. At this point. Yeah, the Souls versus Retro. I mean, technically I think don't quote me. But I do believe that the people that made Dark Souls, they also had made like games before that. I think they were like kind of sci-fi based, things like that. I do not have any. Okay. Oh, I died. I realized I was like, I do not have any more potions left. It's okay though. So, yes, I know. R2 is dash. I know, game. You don't have to patronize me. Or patronize. Oops. Yeah, I gotta go pick up my guilt. Oops. Yay! Guilt picked up. So that's one way to get down. Oh goodness, I forgot how much of this game requires you to be very precise in terms of your button, in terms of what you're doing. But yeah, I really like this game. I think that if everybody picks it up, because it just recently had a DLC that was added to it, that's part of the game. So if you have this game, you don't have to worry about, you know, buying the DLC. It was added in an update as like a quest. So there's somebody in there that essentially will give you the quest that leads to it, but it also, I think, gives like a, you might have to beat the game first before you can access it type of deal.
Mirad lo que os enseño. Aunque es una pequeña pieza, no hay que menospreciar su gran poderío. Fiaros de mí, que tengo sangre de reyes en la palma de la mano.
I needed that. That goes all the way to the beginning. I don't believe there is a fast travel. There might be. If there is, I haven't unlocked it yet.
Os ofrezco aquí otra cosa tan brillante como la primera estrella de la noche. Y que mis Hakai, si digo mentira, se queden sin luz.
Digo mentira, se quede sin luz. If I am lying, may I be blinded. Empty tarnished sphere. Okay.
Os ofrezco aquí otra cosa tan brillante como la primera estrella de la noche. Y que mis Hakai, si digo mentira, se queden sin luz.
I don't have enough for it, so no, I'm not gonna buy.
Cautivos del milagro seamos, penitente. Que no os extrañe encontrar a esta mercader aquí. Este antiguo oficio me requiere en todo lugar donde pueda obtener gratos beneficios. Llamadme Candelaria, pues lo que vendo haría que vuestros ojos se encendieran como las altas candelas. No os pediré moneda alguna. con esas lágrimas prohibidas que portáis me sobraría. Adelante, posad vuestros ojos oscurecidos en este valioso género.
She collects tears as payment, which is, I don't know, lady, that's kind of weird, kind of sketchy. Do you just carry like a vial around so that you can collect tears? Oh, she's speaking Spanish. The Game Kitchen, which is the people that made Blasphemous, is a Spanish game developer. I don't remember, and I don't remember. Let me see. While I press the button to continue. Yeah, they're a Spanish studio. Excuse me. And the genre of Blasphemous is yes, I know. The genre of Blasphemous is a Metroidvania, which is an actual genre, which I was like, are we... I had no idea that we were starting to actually use that as a... Stop that. I thought when people were saying like Metrovania, they were doing so in a sort of like, oh, this is a Metroid type game, you know, Metroid Castlevania type game with a large expansive map that you can explore and all of that. But I didn't know that it was an actual genre of things. Goodness, Pie, I love you. But you need to get your little paws off of my computer. Goodness. Oops. Okay, so if I remember right, this area is a trap. No. Okay. Yeah, that I forgot that that area was a trap. Well, I kind of knew, but I just forgot where all the trap areas were. But once you go defeat the enemies in them, it gives you points and relics and collectibles and things. So I believe we could do it. Maybe. If I don't die before I get there, which is a possibility. Oh my goodness. Oh gosh. I love you. I love you. My cat. But you need to stop putting your little paws all over my laptop. Oh jeez. Okay. You're just gonna hang up here. Please do not. Please. I needed those. So, if anyone has cats, they should know that if you're playing a game, it's like a added difficulty when you have your cat. She was on my laptop, and then when I tried to move her, she also was. Like, I'm gonna put my body on top of your controller. So, yeah. Alright, so let's try again. Because in order to get out of here, we kind of have to go down and around. Before we can go up, I think. There we go. There we go. Oh, both of them. Oh, that was dumb. That was dumb of me. Not dumb of the enemy, no. Just dumb of me. There we go. That's why it didn't drop down there. Goodness. Okay. So I can keep going down. Because I'm hoping there is a safe point.
De un lugar de bendiciones se me encomienda velar por vos, penitente. Así pues sea dispuesto. Mi nombre es Viridiana. Se me ha concedido un don con el que puedo asistiros con vuestra carga, si os es menester, pero solo vos debéis decidirlo. Penitente en el silencio. ¿Necesitaréis mi favor en vuestro siguiente cometido?
Sure.
Que así sea.
Because I do not have any more health potions. There we go. So I think we're coming up on a boss battle. Yeah, we're coming up on a boss battle. Oh shit. Oh darn. Almost had him. We're gonna try one more time and see if that works. Oh, goodness. I didn't get away in time. Didn't get away in time again! Ah. I'm gonna try one more time. And then if I don't get it, it's okay. Alright. got it! We did it! Yay! Oh, gosh. The sleeper. The Great Wave. That's what I was thinking about that. The first time I saw it, I had really no idea what I was looking at. And now that I see it's a rocky outcropping with bodies in it that looks like a wave. So I guess if you line it up, it looks like that wood carving of the Great Wave, which is very, very iconic.
En nombre del suplicio mayor y de los hijos del milagro, al humillaros ante mi santo cuerpo, se os ha concedido la presencia de mi rostro dorado, custodio de uno de los 3 dolores del alma en penitencia. Nuestro milagro me ha elegido de entre todos los piadosos, así como a vos para caminar sobre este sagrado mar. Que el oro de mi rostro derrita y borre la atrición de vuestra alma. Corazón de la culpa, regresad ahora del sueño.
I think this leads out. Yeah, it leads out.
Habéis realizado la primera humillación de penitencia. Habéis conocido la faz de la atrición. Os quedan 2 santos rostros a los que postraros.
Alright, so let's save. Because I'm not doing that again. And we're gonna go back to the menu, but before we do that, I'm just gonna kind of go through because some of these have really awesome like little lore. So we got a thorn, which is a gift from Dia Gracias, which is nailed into the effigy of the Twisted under the guard of our sword. The thorns arisen from the miracle feed on sin and guilt, growing with the burden that the bearer carries. So I don't know if you noticed, but in the corner there is a little section that's blue, and that's my fervor. And so that fervor, every time that you die, you lose your points in the corner, the 2,519, you lose those. You lose part of those or a little bit of those. And then thorns start to grow on your fervor, slowly but surely kind of consuming the tears. So then the more you die, the less fervor you can use. And then if you continue to die, you'll be down to either one sort of use of like your fervor powers or none at all. But what I thought was really cool with this game is that each item has its own lore. And the lore, depends on the item and the person. It may not even deal with the person. Like this one is, because you received it from Dia Gracias, he wrote a letter to the people that he was a part of the church, the miracle of the greatest pain. Well, that's the thing that they worship, but essentially he decided that he was going to leave the church and continue to write, but to chronicleize the punishments and sins of the land, essentially, just as a witness. So think like one of Jesus's disciples, Paul, Peter, they, even after Jesus died, they continued to write and witness and things like that. I need to use this key to get back to the eldest brotherhood, brother of the brotherhood, to open the chamber that's there. And as you can see, it's got some more with that as well. And this is what we just picked up. The Holy Wound of Attrition. A mark left by the golden visage that reveals the cleanliness of attrition in the soul of the penitent one. The Santo Credo, verse 1. His Holiness, because of his high penance, must endure suffering in his soul in 3 ways. Each of the ways is a motive, and each motive is a sore. Hence, these 3 sores are the keys to eternal pain and must be guarded. So, there's actually somebody on YouTube who goes through sort of like the lore of Blasphemous. When it had first came out, I don't think I subscribed to their channel. I want to say that I did. Yep. His name is Sommer in Denegri, and I can post that on our Around the Campfire page if you're interested in some of the stories and things like that. He is Spanish, but he does include English subtitles onto his videos, so you can understand what he's saying. But he went through some of them. I don't think that he went through everything, but he went through some of the things for Blasphemous, and I thought they were pretty cool. So I'll post like a video link to his thing for one of the Blasphemous video lores. But since we are on our last episode, I am going to go ahead and go to the main menu. Just do that. Oh yeah, it was in this one. And so I just want to say thank you, everyone, for joining us for not only just our podcast, but also for our streaming. I know that there is a lot of sort of problems that we had in terms of like streaming things. Like we found out that we can't really play it, and we had to switch to a different game, or either myself or Nicola or both of us took a break from streaming for that day. So we thank you for bearing with us as we start this. And just any sort of technical difficulties that we had, like losing connection, losing broadcast, things like that. So we just want to say thank you so much, and we hope that you really enjoyed our games. So next year, I hope that you enjoy the next season of Let's Play. There are some games that I'll be playing by myself, of course, and there will be some games that I'll be playing with Nicola. And we just, really just want to thank you. So, with that being said, I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your weekend, if it is a Saturday for you, like early Saturday morning. And I hope that you have a wonderful Christmas, which is next Friday. So I hope that if you have family, I hope that you have family. If hope your family and you many blessings for into the New Year, since we won't see you for New Year's, but we will say something probably, or more than likely, on our Twitter page and our Facebook page, just to sort of wish you Merry Christmas and Happy New Year's. And if there's any, kind of religious holidays between that, I know Hanukkah might be coming to an end soon. Dia de los Reyes is coming up. Three Kings, which is takes place in some places from December the 12th through like January. But I celebrated on January 6th, which is a Spanish holiday. Thank you so much. Yes, I can't wait to see what we have in store either. I don't know what we're doing. Just joking. I have a list of things that I want to play. Some of them I have, some of them I don't. But yeah, we're just kind of going through it, and each video is a different learning experience, and we're also kind of looking into maybe doing some of this on Switch. Not Switch. On Twitch. Twitch! I have a Twitch channel. I don't use it very often, which is very sad. I should probably do so. But I have a Twitch channel, and we're thinking about maybe starting to do something on Twitch as well as streaming on YouTube. But we kind of need a little bit of things like a capture card and like Steam Labs, something to sort of balance all of the gameplay into both spots so everybody can watch it. But other than that, I think that we're gonna just stick to YouTube for now, and then we'll look into the other things a little bit later. It might be easier since when our next gaming season starts, it's gonna be still school time here, still school time, and then when we do our season after that, it would be around summer. So, I'd have more time to kind of figure out stuff. But yeah, just thank you. Nicholas says big thanks. Thank you, Bubbles. And I hope that you have a wonderful Christmas, a Happy New Year, and a wonderful weekend. Bye!